The evidence bag sat sealed beneath fluorescent light inside a cybercrime lab in Portland, Oregon. Inside, it was what remained of an iPhone recovered from the Columbia River after 11 days underwater. The glass was shattered, the battery ruptured, and corrosion had destroyed most of the logic board. Investigators documented the phone as permanently unrecoverable. At 2:14 a.m., forensic technician Elena Vargas completed the final evidence report. At 2:41 a.m., a voice note from that same phone suddenly appeared on another device nearly 200 miles away. The sender was Daniel Mercer, a network security consultant who had been missing for almost 2 weeks. His phone had already been destroyed. Yet somehow, a 1-minute voice recording had just been delivered. The recipient was his younger sister, Alyssa. When she pressed play, Mercer's frightened voice mentioned a storage facility, hidden backups, and one final sentence investigators would obsess over for months. If anything happens to me, the phone isn't the only place it's stored. Detectives immediately faced one impossible question. If the device no longer existed, how did the message appear? Mercer had been hired by a freight company outside Tacoma after suspicious financial transfers were discovered inside its network systems. Weeks before vanishing, carrier records showed Mercer making large encrypted uploads late at night. On March 11th, he disappeared. His truck was found abandoned near a boat launch, but his phone was missing. Security footage later showed Mercer entering a private marina complex at 1:07 a.m. His truck left hours later, driven by someone else. Mercer never appeared leaving the property. Investigators initially believed the voice note had simply been delayed during transmission, but metadata proved otherwise. The upload timestamp occurred nearly 9 hours after Mercer was believed dead. Audio analysts isolated background sounds inside the recording and identified a hydraulic dock lift used at commercial river marinas. Partial network residue inside the file connected the upload to a wireless access point at the same marina complex. Digital forensic specialists recovered fragments of synchronization logs from the damaged phone's memory. They discovered the voice note had been recorded in multiple sessions between 12:48 a.m. and 2:03 a.m., proving Mercer was alive far longer than investigators originally believed. Upload attempts repeatedly failed before finally synchronizing at 2:39 a.m. That meant the phone was still active hours after detectives assumed it had entered the river. Traffic cameras later captured a company van from Evergreen Freight Solutions leaving the marina before appearing near the boat launch where Mercer's truck was abandoned. Investigators focused on operations manager Nathan Holloway, who controlled parts of the company's payment systems. Financial audits later uncovered hundreds of thousands of dollars routed through fraudulent vendor accounts linked to Holloway. Then forensic linguists uncovered the detail that changed everything. Beneath Mercer's final words, advanced audio isolation revealed another voice quietly saying 3 words: "Delete the backups." The voice matched Holloway. Investigators discovered Mercer had secretly configured his messaging app to continue synchronization attempts even if uploads were interrupted. During his captivity, he recorded the message in segments while moving throughout the marina facility. At one brief moment, enough encrypted data packets reached remote servers to preserve the file before the phone was destroyed. Hours later, the device was dumped into the river, but the message already existed elsewhere. The reason nobody received it for 11 days came down to synchronization settings. Alyssa's phone had automatic media downloads disabled due to low storage space. The encrypted voice note remained queued on remote servers until her app refreshed authentication keys during a software update at 2:41 a.m. on March 22nd. Only then did the message finally appear. Prosecutors later charged Nathan Holloway and 2 executives with fraud, evidence tampering, kidnapping, and murder. Mercer's body was never recovered, but the case was built almost entirely through digital forensic reconstruction. Investigators later admitted the most disturbing part of the case was realizing the truth had existed the entire time, silently waiting inside cloud synchronization systems, while detectives searched the river for destroyed evidence. The phone was destroyed before anyone could hear the truth, but the message survived anyway.